As Ghana heads for the polls in November, we continue to look at the micro issues. This week, we are looking at how much faith the average Ghanaian has in the Electoral Commission from where we stand. Currently, there seems to be some mistrust of the EC's decision to introduce a steering committee, but the EC says nothing to cry about. I spoke with Mr Christian Owusu Parry, Director of Public Affairs at the EC. This is what he said.
As to whether there is a constitutional basis for it, if you go to the Electoral Commission Act, that is Act 451 of 1993, you find in Section 7, subsection 1 of that Act, that the Commission is allowed by law to set up a committee anytime it thinks it's necessary to help it in the conduct of its functions, carrying out its functions. And so, based on that provision, the Commission has in the past set up several other committees to deal with some issues. And this time, the Commission deems it necessary to have a steering committee of representatives of various institutions that will deal with on a regular basis. The committee is not the one that is going to run elections for us, but because we realize or we recognize that they have key roles to play, and we will continue to deal with them insofar as elections are concerned, we have a committee of that nature, and whatever issues we have to discuss with them on individual basis are brought to a table for all of them to discuss. It will help the course of the elections. Yeah, so that they are just going to play a kind of coordinating role insofar as the elections are concerned. So they are not the ones that are going to run the elections.
So, we have on the line Abdul Ganiyu, Abdul Mumin, Secretary for NDC New York, and we also have in the studio Mujeeb Sahanun, who is the National Youth Organizer, or I should say the Youth Organizer for NPP USA. You're welcome, gentlemen.
What I have to say about the news that have been, so hyped in the Ghanaian, media about the steering committee, it's as simple as this. We know that we have an impending election coming, and then there's the need for the Electoral Commission to do everything possible to make sure that we all have a peaceful and free and fair election. And so, in my understanding, I know that it is part of the preparedness of the Electoral Commission. That is why they are setting up this steering committee in order to achieve what we all seek, which is the peaceful, free and fair election in November. And so, I don't see why we should, question the steering committee when we all have one interest. Our interest is to make sure that there's a peace in this election. And then when you look at the whole situation, you can understand that Ghanaians really have, credibility, and they have credibility in what the EC is doing. But it's just that some political parties, some groups that are kind of, like interest groups within the political parties are questioning the activities of the Electoral Commission.
I am very grateful for my brother saying that we all want free and fair election. How do you do free and fair election by excluding people? First of all, Mr. Parry failed to pinpoint directly to us the job of the steering committee. And why do you have the steering committee without including the various political parties? And the last time APAC met, by Kwesi Owusu's own words, the NDC National Vice Chairman, he said that the Electoral Commission was not able to answer some questions by the various political parties. So the EC is going back to put their house in order. First of all, the committee was appointed with political colors because we were being able to prove that Mr. Ahen, who is in the National Service, was a serious NDC member. Second of all, Peace Council came out to tell everybody that the Electoral Commission went into Peace Council to appoint somebody they want. If this thing was being done in good faith, you will ask those people to give you various representation. And if you are asking for various representation, the biggest beneficiaries or the biggest people who are going to be affected are the various political parties. Why are you failing to include them?
Okay, all right. I'll have a quick response to that. So Owusu Parry mentioned that they have different platforms for different organizations. Like they have IPAC, for instance, for the political parties. This steering committee is supposed to be for
what?
For national, like interest groups, civil society
and
groups and stuff
what
like
is
that.
their interest in the election?
Yes, Kwesi, this is a very simple, thing. We all know that the NCC, the SHRAD, the NPC, the National, Peace Council, these are bodies, these are independent bodies who have vested interest, vested resources, time in making sure that citizens of Ghana.
So why do the Electoral Commission go into them and appoint people
wait,
they
let
want?
Let me go.
No. Why do they go into them and appoint people they want without asking the various organizations to give their representation? If it is that,
what I'm saying is that the NCC, the MPC, and the SHRAD have vested interest both in time and resources to making sure that Ghanaians are educated in the electoral process of the country. This is not new. So if you are looking for people that will help, if you are looking for institutions, bodies that will help.
They'll help in which way? We are telling Ms. Charlotte to come out clearly and then demonstrate to us that she's not going to be biased in this upcoming election. We only have 8 months to go and various structures of the Electoral Commission are not in place. Are we really serious? And if they are in place, they should be plain for everybody to know their mandate, clear-cut mandate, the gap they are coming to occupy, and what they are going to do, and the processes they are going to do it, and involve all the political parties in this process. It will make Ghanaians have confidence and know that we are going to have a free, fair election come 2016 November.
Yeah, straight up and down. This is the one and only Achi Palago, aka Timai. Hey, from in Sembi, because of Facebook, or any time too much. Hey, over here, no Beatro, type Amy if you think Jesus can heal you.